My name is Stephanie, and I am a Bachelor of Social Work student, and I am currently doing my field practicum at For a Safer Space. Today, I will be talking about mindfulness, specifically mindfulness skills and dialectical behavioral therapy. Dialectical behavioral therapy, also known as DBT, is a form of psychotherapy that helps people learn and use new skills to help them manage their emotions and regulate potentially destructive or harmful behaviors. It was developed to help treat borderline personality disorder. However, it has been used for the treatment of other kinds of mental health disorders as well. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness means being aware of our thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and behavioral urges. This awareness helps assist in emotional regulation. Mindfulness begins with our states of mind. We have three states of mind: the emotional mind, the logical mind, and the wise mind. And the wise mind is the emotional and the logical mind when they're combined. So, what is the emotional mind? Our emotional mind influences and controls the way we think and behave. We act from an emotional state. For example, when we are angry or when we are very angry, we sometimes react impulsively out of anger. Thus, although thinking with our emotional minds can be beneficial in some instances, for example, it can help us feel more motivated, it can also be counterproductive in the long run. What is the logical mind? Our logical mind does logical thinking. It is a state of mind that people use when they are doing math or reading a book, for example. It is the mind that we use when dealing with empirical facts. So, lastly, what is the wise mind? Our wise mind is the combination of our emotional mind and our logical mind. When using our wise mind, we are aware of our feelings and we act in ways that honor those feelings. However, the difference is that we do not act impulsively. For example, if we are angry, we acknowledge that we feel angry and act in a way that would not have any negative consequences. Everybody has a wise mind, but we're not in a state of wise mind at all times. Now, the question of why mindfulness? Why should we use mindfulness skills? Well, mindfulness helps us step back from our intense feelings. It helps us take a step back and notice what is happening. Thus, we are less likely to get caught up in our intense emotions. Research has also shown that there are many benefits of mindfulness. It increases not only our emotional regulation, but it also decreases distractions, our feelings of anger and emotional irritability. It decreases depression and anxiety, and it is shown to increase activities in the parts of our brain that deals with positive emotions. Mindfulness skills are taught through the what skills: observe, describe, and participate. Begin by just noticing your experience. Then put words on those experiences. And lastly, become one with your experience. And we're going to go through them one by one, more in detail. So let's start with the what skill of observing. Begin by just noticing your experience. Notice it. Try not to get stuck on anything particular. And notice your reactions too. It's just like collecting data. Don't try to change them. Notice your emotions. What are you feeling? Are your emotions rising or falling? Notice your sensations too. What do you see, hear, smell, touch, or taste? Notice all the thoughts that cross your mind. Control your attention and don't push anything away, and also don't cling to anything in particular. Just let your emotions, experiences, and thoughts slip away naturally. Then the what skills of describing. Put words to your experience. When you acknowledge a thought or feeling, put a word to it. Are you feeling angry or happy or scared? You can say, for example, I am experiencing the feeling of sadness. Describe to yourself what is happening by naming those feelings. Distinguish between thoughts and facts and label your thoughts as thoughts and your feelings as feelings. An example of this could be saying to yourself, the thought of me being a failure just came to my mind. But it is important to understand that feelings and thoughts are not facts. So if you feel like a failure, it does not mean you are a failure. Lastly, the what skills of participating. With practice, mindfulness allows us to fully participate and engage in every one of our experiences without those strong feelings. Participating in each moment simply means be here now. Allow yourself to be a part of what is happening without getting caught up in every detail or becoming self conscious. It means letting go of thoughts like, how am I doing? Or how do I look? Being fully present in the moment allows us to become more present in each moment of our lives. The final aspects of the mindfulness skills are the how skills. How do we do these skills exactly? Well, we should do them non judgmentally, and this means don't judge, just state the facts. One mindfully, focus on one thing at a time, and effectively, focus on what works and what is effective in achieving your goals. Non judgmentally means seeing, but not evaluating. This means focusing on the facts and not on what is good or bad or what you should or shouldn't be doing. Let that go. Instead, simply observe your thoughts, emotions, and experiences and describe what is. This also means acting non judgmentally towards yourself and others. But when you find yourself judging, don't judge yourself for judging. Be non judgmental. The how skill of one mindfully. This means focusing on the task at hand. Practice controlling your attention and focus on one thing at a time. Do not let your worried thoughts or bad moods influence your task. For example, when you're walking, just focus on walking. When you're bathing, just focus on bathing. Do each thing with all of your attention. Let go of distractions and return to what you are doing again and again. And if you find yourself doing two things at once, stop and go back to doing one thing at a time. Lastly, the how skill of effectively. Effectively means doing what works. This means understanding and acting in accordance to your goal and not what you think is right. This means meeting the needs of the situation you are in, not the situation you wish you were in. This empowers us to act from our goals and not from our judgments. Lastly, let go. Let go of feelings of vengeance and anger that hurt you and do not work towards your goals. To give a summary of mindfulness skills in DBT, it is a set of skills aimed at developing our wise mind. To observe, describe, and fully participate in our experiences in the present moment. We do not let ourselves become overwhelmed by emotions, negative thoughts, judgments, or distractions. This may take practice, especially since we are not used to it. However, the more we practice, the easier it will become, and the more you may feel in control of your emotions. Thank you.